Bro, it's recording.
Hit the record button. I didn't even see you hit the record button. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Travis, aka the Swole Chef. Back at you again today with another episode. Today I'm doing a macro-friendly meal. Sitting here peeling some sweet potatoes. When you get sweet potatoes, make sure you soak them, cold water, alright, and peel them. See all these little black spots on them? Make sure you get that. You don't want to eat it. If you get too much of it, you can get sick. You know, it can lead to all kinds of trouble for yourself. So make sure you clean them and properly cut them with a potato cutter, alright? Or if you want them people that like the skin on, do what you do. Whatever floats your boat. But I'll get back with you in a second and show you what I'm going to be making tonight. So stay tuned. Alright, YouTube family, I'm back. I'm going to be showing you what I'm making tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be making some turkey burgers / chicken. There's going to be chicken in it, ground chicken and ground turkey. The reason why I like mixing my different meats, I like mixing them because they give out different flavors. They all have different fats and all kinds of flavors that they bring to your meal. So play around with your meat. If you ever want to make a good burger, just play around, man, and mix them up. But I got Colby Jack cheese, Canadian bacon, some baby spinach. The seasonings I'm going to use, I got some Mrs. Dash. Mrs. Dash is good. The chicken flavor and onion herb, some black pepper, accent. I'm going to be using a little salt, not a whole lot, just a little. Some olive oil and some wheat buns. And we also got some red onions and tomatoes. Alright? And oh yeah, also the sweet potatoes that I also peeled, sitting in the water. Maybe, you know, I'm about to get ready to rinse them off and cut them up. I will be back with you. I'm going to show you how I cut the potatoes up. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to put everything together. So stay tuned. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. Show you how to properly cut the sweet potato into fries. So, first thing, it don't really matter. You can, if you want them circle wise, you can cut them down like this. But if you want them in the, you know, the French fry look, make sure you cut it straight down the middle. Alright, cut it straight down the middle. Depending on how big you want your fries, you know, it's up to you, but that's how I do it. I might cut it down one more time. They are kind of thick, huh? There you go. Smaller shape. That's how you would do your sweet potato fries. I'm also going to be showing you how to properly cut an onion. A lot of people do it weird, different ways, and that can get dangerous sometimes. So I'm going to show you a proper way to go ahead and cut an onion, which I'm about to demonstrate right now. About to demonstrate right now how to do this red onion. Alright, so the way I do, I take it, I cut off both ends. Alright, cut off both ends, and I make a little incision right across the onion. Alright, go ahead and peel off that, and it just easily, once you peel that a little bit off, it just easily pops right on off. Alright, go ahead and push that to the side, cut it down the middle one more time. Alright, so like I was saying, sorry about that, camera cut off. Cut the onion down the middle. And another thing, if you ever cut an onion before and your eyes get the burning and then watering, a good trick / tip to get rid of that, run it under some cold water. Alright, that'll get rid of that burning feeling in your eyes, because I definitely hate it. It'll throw you off. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead and cut it. I'm cutting this in strips so I can go ahead and saute them for the burgers. Just go ahead, you know, just cut it on down, cut it down the middle. Alright, and I'll pull one off. You see, making little strips. Just go ahead, and just cut them down. Be careful. You know, and that's it. Same thing to the other side. Okay, and when you get down to a piece that look like this, I like to just flip it over and just continue on cutting. It'll make the same little shape. So, and I also cut up the potato fries looking like this. So, next thing I'm going to be doing, my onions is good. I'm also going to dice up a tomato. I'm going to mix and season the meat. So, I'll be back with you when I get everything in, all the seasonings, and I'll show you what to do after that. So, I got the ground turkey in, and also the ground chicken. I use the whole pack. You know, I'm cooking for, you know, a few people. So, I use the whole pack, but use as much as you need to cook for yourself. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start off with a little salt. Just put in a little bit in my hand, because I don't, you know, you don't want to have a whole lot of sodium in it. Just go ahead and throw it up in there. Next, some black pepper. It's a lot of meat, so make sure you get enough in there, okay? Not too much black pepper, or else it's going to be spicy. The Mrs. Dash, it has no sodium, so go ahead. I love Mrs. Dash, one of my favorite seasonings. This is the onion and herb. Just put enough in there. You don't want your flavors to be off now. Here's the Mrs. Dash. It's the chicken flavor. I don't know if it's, you know, hasn't been opened, so just go ahead and sprinkle it in there. Get enough in the meat. Alright. The accent, now remember what I told you. It's a flavor enhancer, so it's going to bring flavors together, alright? Completely different from regular salt, okay? Just put enough in there. That's it. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up. I want to leave you a little tip. Now, I got the ground turkey all mixed up in the chicken. I got the seasonings mixed up in real well. Just to make sure your meat is on point. Get like a little piece, just a little bit, okay? And just throw it on the skillet and let it cook. And just try the little piece to make sure all your flavors is in and it's seasoned to how you like it, okay? I like my meat really flavorful, so I usually do a lot of the tests just to make sure everything's on point. So that's just a good little tip to make sure your meat is good, just in case you decide to cook for your girlfriend or family members or whatever, and you don't want your meat to be lagging in flavor. So that's a good tip for you. I'll be back with you when I'm ready to start prepping the actual burgers and getting everything together, so stay tuned. So now I'm about to get ready to show you. Got the baby spinach in. Always, and I can't stress this enough, always make sure you clean off any vegetable. You never know what could be on the vegetable. You know, sometimes it could be dirt. You know, a lot of places use certain chemicals on it, and you want to make sure you clean your vegetables off real well. You don't want to cook it and then it gets, you know, it gets all in the food, and if your food ain't cooked to a certain temperature, guess what? All that bacteria and stuff that's on there, it's also going to be in your food, and that's going to get in your system, and it could lead to any kind of problem. So make sure you take the time to clean your vegetables off real well, alright? So anyway, I'm about to use the baby spinach. I'm about to saute them with some onions, a little bit of seasoning, you know, with a little bit of seasoning, not too much seasoning. I don't want to put too many flavors together, then the meal is just a big battle of flavors. You know, I really don't like a whole lot of flavors. You know, I just want to keep it simple. You know, a lot of chefs, you know, also don't like that either. You know, if you like Gordon Ramsay and, you know, Bobby Flay and all of them, they keep it simple and easy. So go ahead, get your skillet going. I'm about to use a little bit of olive oil, good healthy fat, just in case you never knew. Just pour a little bit in there, just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. Go ahead, you know, stir it up with your onions. Get your onions in there. Alright. Just keep it on high. Then at the same time, I'm going to be doing sweet potato fries, alright? You want to go ahead and preheat your oven so we can go ahead and pop the sweet potato fries in. I'm going to show you what I'm going to season the sweet potato fries with. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the burgers going in just a second. The Canadian bacon and the cheese. I'm also, for just an extra flavor, I'm also going to put cheese in the middle of the burger. You know, just a little thing I like doing. A lot of people don't do it, but I like doing it. It also melts into the meat. That's more flavor for you. Alright, YouTube. I'm back. Getting my onions and everything seasoned up. This baby spinach in there. You know, I threw a little bit of accent. The onion and herb. And also, I'm going to throw a little chicken flavor in there too. Just bring it just a little bit. Don't want a whole lot. And a little bit of black pepper. You know, just keep your eye on them while you're sauteing them. You know, because since you are using olive oil, it is oil. That means they're getting ready. You know, if you leave them in too long, they'll begin to fry up. So you want to constantly keep stirring them so, you know, they end up sauteing up. You know, if you're at your place cooking, you know, I like taking my time, slow cooking it and not rushing it. It's always the key. You know, if you rush it, sometimes it can lead to overcooking. Anything, overcooking, it can lead to dryness. Your food will be dry as hell. You're gonna be choking on that shit. You're gonna need some water or something to rinse it down. So just take your time at home, cook it, pay attention to what you're doing. I'm gonna get my burgers formed up. Get the Canadian bacon on and everything and the cheese going, and I'll be back with y'all on the next step, so stay tuned. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. I started panning up the sweet potato fries. Got some non-stick spray so the stuff don't stick to the bottom. Threw a little olive oil on the fries. A lot of people, you know, I mean, they get it, the olive oil will give it some good crispiness, but also I like applying it to the fries, so also the seasonings will stick to it too. A lot of people will just throw the fries in, pull them out, throw the seasoning on, and think it'll stick on. A lot of times it'll just fall straight off. So applying a little oil to it will allow the seasoning to go ahead and stick. You know, I just put a little bit on. Just go ahead, mix the olive oil around, make sure it gets on all the fries good. And try your hardest when you do your fries to cut them as thin as possible, unless you want some thick fries. The thicker, the longer it needs to sit up in there and cook, because you want your fries crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. So, went ahead, do that, and all I'm going to do is get a little bit of this seasoning, apply it to the fries. Make sure all the fries get coated. Other pan too. Once again, I'm cooking for other people. You know, make sure you follow Rich the Factor. His YouTube channel is Let's Eat Fitness. Make sure you test him out. You know, check him out, show some love. You know, he might leave a comment on tonight's meal, let you know how it tastes. I've been pretty on point with the other meals so far, so go ahead and follow him, show some love. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven right now. It's on 400. I got my onions and spinach sauteed up real good. You know, when your spinach get looking like that, they're done and they're good. Everything's sauteed up. I season it once again, black pepper, a little salt. A little bit of the onion herb and chicken flavor seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to mold and form my burgers up. I'm going to get them on the skillet so I can start cooking them. I'll be back with you. I'm about to go ahead and show y'all a little trick. And all, you know, the tip of the trick, molding burgers. Now, at stores you can buy a burger molder, but just in case you don't, just find you a little mini little bowl that, you know, gives you a nice little circle in it, alright? And make sure you wet your board or whatever surface you're doing, because chicken, ground chicken and turkey, they stick to the hands easily, very easily, and it can be a mess getting that cleaned off. Make sure you wet your hands up so the meat don't stick. Just go ahead and grab you, however much you're using. Just grab you a little bit. Depending, if you want your burgers thick, leave it thick. If not, don't worry about it. Push down on it. Remove. Put your meat up. Take it off, and there you go. A nice, perfect shake burger. Take it up off your board. Get it on the skillet. Got to turn that bad boy on, but it won't take long. I put a little olive oil in it, not a whole lot, just a little bit, because I don't want the meat to stick to the pan. Put it on medium heat. You don't want to put it on too high, or otherwise, the meat will cook way too quick. It'll stick, and your meat won't cook all the way through. All right. So I'm going to do a couple of these. I'm doing my last burger, so I'm gonna show you what I'm putting in the middle of it. I like going ahead and stuff in the burger sometimes, but getting a little bit of Colby Jack cheese, and I'm also applying it with a little bit of this Canadian bacon in the middle. It's going to be good. Okay, I like folding it up, going ahead and even it out a little bit. Take your little bowl, push down, remove. Lift that up. That's a nice formed burger. Scoop that up. Get it in the skillet. I made 4 right now. I'm going to be doing a couple more. This ain't all for me. Once again, I'm making this for some other people. So I'm letting these cook up. When I'm done cooking all my burgers, I'm going to go ahead and top them. Alright, YouTube, I'm back to finish up the plate. As you can see, the burgers, done. Got the cheese melted on it. Reheating up my onions and stuff. About to go ahead and get ready to start plating. In set. Go ahead and grab my plate. Go ahead and throw some of it on there. Put a little bit more on there real quick. Bam. Throw a little bit of the spinach on top. Don't want to put the bun all the way on, just go ahead and put it to the side. Cheese melted on there. I'm going to go ahead and pull out these fries. Steam still coming up off of there. Pulling out these fries. I'm going ahead and just put a few on the side. Nothing big, but a little something. And voila, and there it is, everyone. That's the burger. Sweet potato fries on the side. Got the baby spinach, sauteed and raw. Made sure I clean them off. I threw the bun inside the oven to get it nice and toasted real quick. Get a nice, crunch feeling to it. So that's it, folks. Make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe, support, show some love. Hit that like button on the bottom. Mixed up my words. Make sure you comment below. If you got any questions, maybe there's something y'all want me to cook up. Go ahead and comment below. Don't be afraid to just throw some ideas out. A cheat meal or a macro friendly meal. Let me know what you would like to see next. See y'all folks soon. Peace.